Hi guys, welcome to my home channel where I show you all things home decor. So let's get started. Today's video I am showing you how I decorate 3 different things in my home, 4 different things. Um, 2 Christmas trees, a garland that I wrap around my banister, and my mantle. Now the mantle, I'll just show you the finished piece. If you missed the video on how I decorated it and the DIYs that I made for it, I'll link it right above here so that way you can take a peek. So first I'll start with the garland. I started with basically 2 pieces. One piece was just the green garland, and it was, I don't know, from Target or Walmart or one of those stores, just a cheap green garland. And then I found this at Dollarama. So if you're um, in the States, it's probably like your Dollar General, maybe a little bit cheaper. Nothing's more expensive than $4, but they have some nice stuff. So I bought 2 of these so that I could incorporate them into this garland here. So like I said, it's just a cheap green garland from like Walmart or somewhere like that. So I fluffed it up a little bit. There's actually 2 twisted around in one. So I fluffed it up. I like it looping, kind of hanging down a little bit on my banister. I used to loop it through, but now this way hanging down, I really like it like that. I've also done it at the base of the stairs, but for now I decided to just do it on this side. I'm not following it all the way upstairs because I have that Christmas tree there, and then my little guy has just learned how to go up and down the stairs. Well, not just. He's learned how to go up and down the stairs by himself, just holding onto the railing, so I didn't want to obstruct that side for him, so I won't be putting anything there. After I placed it where I wanted it to be, I went ahead and I looped around or wrapped around this garland, well, 2 pieces of the garland. And here I'm just showing you, I kind of went in and out in between. I wrapped some of the branches around. I was going to add berries and things like that, but this garland had everything in it, and it has different different colors of the pines, and it just, to me, it gave that depth that that I didn't need to add anything else to it. You could totally make this on your own without buying it, but this was $3. So for $3 for 8 feet, with berries and pine cones and frosted greens and different colored greens, you can't go wrong. I mean, it's beautiful. And like I said, I just kind of wrapped it around, and then I moved branches like I'm doing there, just to kind of fit where I needed it to fit. And then this way, by having it looped here, it's not in the way. I don't have to worry about the kiddos pulling on it or trying to hang on to it. And I think it just turned out really, really lovely. I did wind up adding these lights into it, and I think it just made it even that much prettier. So that is it for this garland. Let me know if you would have added anything other than these lights and this extra garland in the comments below. And before I show you the process for my Christmas trees, I do want to mention that this video is a part of the challenge. It's hosted by Yanni and Diane from Deco Easy. Yanni and Diane are mother and daughter-in-law. I say this every time. And they have a really fabulous channel. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you check it out. They do lots of farmhouse, lots of unique sort of stuff, so make sure you check them out. And they're co-hosting together with Ginger Chick Rehab. So Yvonne has a fantastic channel as well. She's all about farmhouse, and she paints furniture for a living, so together with her husband. So if you haven't checked her channel out, check it out. She's got some of the amazing thrift flips and DIYs. They host this challenge monthly. It's called the Sunday Funday challenge, where we can do whatever we'd like. So let's continue with the video. All of my tree decor, I keep the trees in a box and in the bag, and then I have different bins with different ornaments. And then this is a brand new garland, so I don't really have space for it yet, but I have tons of bins that my husband was kind enough to help me bring up, and I just wanted to show you this is what I'm working with. So lots to go through. I didn't use all of it in my decor. I actually didn't put up all of my trees. My kids said they didn't want anything in their playroom, so I kind of left it at that. I have a feeling I'm going to be putting it up in about a week, but it doesn't matter. But anyway, um, this is what I have to work with. I usually wind up bringing the bins upstairs and removing everything that I don't need. So here's my bare fireplace and my empty corner. And then I clean everything off and then I assemble the tree. So here's my tree. My tree is from Costco and I love this tree because it has those silicone kind of branches and the normal kind of branches, but to me it just looks like a real tree and I really, really love it. It's very fluffy, it's beautiful. I don't have to flock it too much. I just kind of put the pieces together and spread it out a little bit. But it's not like those old ones where you have to put each branch on individually and then you have to, open up every single branch. Um, the silicone tips, they don't need to be fluffed as much. You still have to fluff it a little bit because it gets squished in the bag or the box, but not as bad as the other ones. The tree itself is not pre-lit, so what I do is I add these LED lights. I know that they're the bigger bulbs, but I love the way they look in this tree. And what I do is I have a mixture of white and red. I actually had more lights last year, but this year I went with less lights. I am still perfecting this. I always wind up kind of forgetting that I should wrap each one around the branch. I think it's something that I have to have help with or have a better stool or maybe don't have the tree in that same spot just because I always have kind of a hard time doing this. So anyway, I just push the light bulbs in a little bit, like the lights in, and I wrap it around until I get the look that I'm going for. I don't really have, the set method. This is how you should do it. And every year it looks a little bit different. I only have 2 strings of the red lights, so I just fill them in sporadically, and then most of the tree has the white lights. After I'm happy with the lights, then I add the topper. The topper is usually, well, it has been for several years, from Target. It's this little star, and that's the only thing that's from Target and not the Dollar Tree. The rest of the stuff, well, that's one of the only things that's from there. The rest of the stuff is 90% from the Dollar Tree. So sometimes I put the ribbons on last, sometimes I put them on first. This year I chose to put them on after I put the lights and the topper on, and then I always have my little helpers helping me decorate the tree. They usually give up after several ornaments, and then I just fill in the rest. So here it is all finished. I absolutely love the way it turned out. I think it's gorgeous. It's exactly the rustic-y farmhouse, nature-inspired tree that I was going for. I've had this style for a few years now, and I am still in love with it. So hopefully you are too. Let me know what theme you decorate your Christmas tree with in the comments below. I won't go into too much detail about the mantle because you can go ahead and check out my either my home tour, which I can link above here, or the mantle decor, which I've linked at the beginning. But just wanted to show you how it all blends with the Christmas tree. So guys, in case you don't know, I do have a DIY channel where I post all of these wonderful decor pieces that I have in my home, how I make them, and a cooking channel. So if you haven't checked them out, have a peek at them, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and hit that notification bell so you can see when I post new videos. And here is the final Christmas tree. Now this Christmas tree is pre-lit, and this was from Walmart. It's a nice tall Christmas tree, and it's slim. I didn't want it to be sticking out too much because there's that, I wanted it to be tall and there's that wall. It kind of ends halfway through, so if it was too thick, it would have kind of, I wouldn't have been able to have it that tall, and I really wanted it to be tall. So here it is, and this one is has the silicone tips, but not as much as the other one. So I do have to fluff it a little bit more, fluff it out a bit more. Um, but it is pre-lit, so I don't have to worry about putting the lights on. And I don't add any more lights than what's in there. You can always add more lights, but I don't to this one. And this is my kind of champagne rose gold colored themed tree, very sparkly. So again, like with the first one, I had my helpers help me, so there's lots of ornaments at the bottom. They don't even wait for me to fluff it out, they just need to get right in there. So they've put some stuff on, and I'm just gonna add more things. So there's lots of white, there's still some sparkly deer, some rose gold ornaments. I got a whole pack at Walmart, and it must have been like a few days before Christmas last year. And I just loved the way they looked, and it was a really cheap pack. We only had one, but there was about, I don't know, 150 pieces or something in there. So a lot of pieces in there. So I added those in there. Some from the Dollar Tree. Those icicles are from the Dollar Tree. Some from Dollarama. And then I like to add the ribbon. So to this one, I added the ribbon last. And I also use the ribbon as my top right. I didn't put anything at the top. Although I was watching Yanni's video and she put a bell at the top. So I'm thinking maybe I'm going to pick up a bell and spray painted kind of a rose gold champagne color and add a bell to the top. I'm not sure yet, but I like that idea. I just haven't found a topper that speaks to me, so I've just been using the ribbon. So that is it for today's video. Make sure you check out Deco Easy and Ginger Chick Rehab, as well as the playlist. Everything will be linked in my description. If you haven't subscribed to my channels, please consider subscribing. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of this video and what you do for your Christmas decor. And check out my other videos. Thank you so much. Have an excellent day and stay safe.